Hey y'all, it's Acoustic Ape here. I'm here to talk about what used for my dragon runs a long time ago, just to try and help some of my guildmates figure out how to do it. Um, while I used to use Veramos, Chloe, Chasen, Lumi, and Briand, I've recently been able to find a much better way, but this is probably the team I used about as close as possible to what I used to use. So I don't remember exactly what I used to use, but this is probably about what it was. Let's give this a shot. Lumi was my godsend in this point because, or at this point in my journey with Summoner's War, because Lumi could solo the dragon once the towers were destroyed. So I'm gonna show you how I destroy the towers. Granted, my monsters are much stronger with much better runes than they used to have. We're gonna try and demonstrate what my first dragon team was, my first auto dragon team was. Now, back in the day, I had to focus the attack as I watched, which is what really pissed me off, which is what made me seek to be able to do a complete auto team, because focusing the attack is really kind of a pain in the butt. So while this was probably my first successful team here, I'm gonna tell you why this is a really annoying team to have as your main attacker. That's why I switched to the team or built the team that I posted in my first video. Verdi as lead, Pharaoh, Tayor. Thank God I got that amazing monster. He's super great. And then Bella, and of course, who's my last one? Spectra. Spectra is clutch for Dragon. While this team works, it's really annoying to have to watch the phone to make sure that your your attack doesn't kill the boss. You want to make sure the crystals die with the continuous damage. So making sure that happens, yeah, that became a very big headache. But anyways, this is a very good first way to clear Dragons 10. In the future, yeah, make sure you're building Spectra. Make sure you're building Vertihile if you have him. He's a hard one to get, but Spectra's easy to get. Um, Chasen, yeah, she's hard to get, but I was lucky early on. I don't really use very often anymore, honestly. Bella has become my main healer. Bella is freaking incredible. Build build your Bella, put the best runes you have on him. As you can see, these guys are able to handle a lot of this. We've got 3 healers there, Chloe, Chasen, and Lumi. Okay, killed the first crystal. I should have moved the focus to the second crystal, but fortunately, since I have 3 crystals there, or 3 healers there, I It's no big deal. They'll kill this second crystal, no problem. Look at all those dots stacking up. Of note, I should mention that, as I've shown in a previous video, it's not necessary to kill the towers at all, and it's much quicker. It's just, it takes a little bit more preparation. My Bella has 80% accuracy, which helps to make sure that he's able to remove the dragon's resistance. That's the key. The dragon builds up resistance, but I'm still able to land 8 or 10 dots in normal runs, and oftentimes those will deplete his health very nicely. So while this tactic provides for 100% success, it takes a very long time. As you can see, this run's probably going to be about 10 minutes. My normal run for Dragons 10 is a little over 3 minutes, and that's much nicer to use as a farming mechanism. So while this can be an initial run, don't stop there. Make sure you're making other runs as well. Okay, and there we have it. That was my original successful team for the Dragon's Lair B10. So keep it in mind, folks. There are other monsters that you could summon for Chason. For example, Talc, the water mammoth. He could do very well. The key here is having extra healers. Again, Bella could have subbed in for Chason. I didn't know about how awesome Bella was at the time, so I didn't use him that much. Honestly, back then, my Lumi soloed the boss a lot of the time because the rest of the team died. My runes have gotten a lot better since then, but there are some very serious things going on here. This is a very workable team for the Dragon's Lair to auto it, but there are better teams out there. This is just to give you guys some sort of an idea.